Digi-Inclusion, our shared vision, breaking barriers, our bold mission, building bridges through the digital tide. Together we stand, no one left behind.
Iași in Romania was the host city for our fourth transnational meeting as part of the Urbact Digi-Inclusion network. Staff, stakeholders and politicians from our 9 project partners gathered there in late September for 2.5 days of joint working and exchange on tackling the digital divide. This was a particularly significant milestone as it would see us jointly sign our Digi-Inclusion Declaration on Digital Rights, which we drafted together as a network in the months leading up to this meeting. As the Urbact lead expert for Digi-Inclusion, I kick things off by setting the scene, talking about the importance of digital inclusion, what we've learned so far as a network, and why the declaration matters. I then moderated a debate and discussion with participants on this before passing the word to Ferran Segarra, the political representative from the lead partner, Mollet de Vallès. He spoke about the importance of using the power of this declaration back in home cities and territories, speaking about how to anchor it back home and make it work for you, to underpin and give legitimacy to your work plans, to gain buy-in, and to act as a tool for promoting the digital inclusion agenda on a local and regional level. After another group discussion on this, we were joined by the Mayor of the city of Iași, Mr. Mihai Chirică, who spoke to us for a few moments before we all moved to the glass dome of the Braunstein Palace, our venue for the 2 days. And here we witnessed the 9 political representatives of the 9 Digi-Inclusion project partners jointly signing our Declaration on Digital Rights. This declaration is based upon the EU-level declaration and translating that commitment down to the more local level of our 9 Urbact partners. This was an important moment. It signalled commitment from the project partners to working to create the conditions that support tackling the digital divide via the delivery of their integrated action plans on digital inclusion. We also looked at ideas of pilot projects and potential interventions, ranging from digital hubs in cities to targeted training programs to collaborative research on citizen needs. We started the final day with a deep dive into the topic of measuring the digital divide. Our colleague Ed Thorpe joined us as an ad hoc expert and worked with the network to explore how we might identify the divide in our territories. So we're looking at practices and pitfalls that are involved and how we might best get a better understanding of our respective local situations. This was a really interesting debate and allowed us to really get into the topic in more depth as a network. We finished with further interactive sessions looking at the key messages and chapters for our Digi-Inclusion playbook for cities, which we're compiling as a guide for cities wanting to address the digital divide in the future. More information on these activities and on our insights into tackling the divide can be found by visiting the network webpage at urbact.eu/digi-inclusion.